This is Adios. In November of 2023, I downgraded this account from an Ultimate Ironman to a regular Ironman with one goal in mind. I want to take on the biggest challenges within RuneScape and I want to obtain the best gear in the game. Follow along on my Ironman progress series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 11 of my Ironman progress series. So, to jump right into this episode, we have a few very specific goals I need to complete. Number one, I need to complete the Ardone Hard Diary so that I can thieve elves and corrupt the Bofa. I have two requirements left for that. Number one, I need to get level 65 rune crafting, which I'm working on right now. And number two is I need to get a shield left half because I have to make a dragon square shield. The second requirement that I have is that I want to get all the molten glass required to get level 82 crafting. I'm probably just going to AFK this when I have time, but we do need level 82 crafting to corrupt the Bofa. And then finally, the third requirement is I also need level 82 smithing in order to corrupt the Bofa. So we're going to work on that as well. So one of the first priorities I have in this episode is going to be completing the Varrock Medium Diary, because it'll give me a 10% chance at doubling my sandstone when I'm at the sandstone mine, which is obviously going to speed up getting buckets of sand a lot. I have to get level 82 crafting to make the Bofa, but I'd really like to have even higher than that so that I can get Zenites down the road. I'd like to get a huge stockpile of buckets of sand that I can convert into molten glass so that I always have something that I can AFK on this account and be working towards higher crafting. So the only quest requirement that I'm missing in order to do the Varrock Medium is a Soul's Bane, so I'm going to go knock that out real quick. Alright, there is one of the worst quests in the entire game completed, and then we just need to go down the rift again, and I believe that is the diary task. There it is, yep. Alright, so in order to complete the Varrock Medium Diary, I need to complete my Slayer task, which is Daganeth's right now. So I'm recharging my Ivan's staff, and we're going to make a trip back to Daganeth Rex and see if we can get that B ring. Alright, so here's a look at the gear that I'm going with this time. We've made some massive upgrades since our last trip here. Obviously, we've got the Imbued Cape, we've got our Infinity Boots, we've got the Barrow's Gloves, and then I also brought the Farseer Helm. So I'm hoping this goes well. Hopefully we don't splash as much. And right away I could tell that our gear upgrades really were helping a lot at Rex. We weren't splashing near as much, and also we were hitting a lot harder. Alright, coming in on KC number 80 at Daganeth Rex. Let's see if we get anything. We do not. Alright, very nice. We got ourselves a hard clue scroll on kill count number 87. I'm not going to be leaving to go do that. It just takes too long to set it up, but I will definitely be doing it after the trip. Alright, so this will be kill count number 100. Making good progress here, but nothing to show for it other than that warrior ring from our last trip. Oh my gosh. That Chaos Talisman is a 1 in 2,987 drop. But if that's not bad enough, if we look at our loot tracker, this is the second one that I've gotten. I had no idea they were that rare until I just looked at the wiki. Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is going to be my last kill of the task. This is going to be KC number 136. We do not end it with the B ring. All in all, though, it was a pretty good task, and now we're going to try and get out of here without dying. And that is the Varrock Medium Diary completed. So that gives us a 10% chance at double sandstone at the sandstone mine. Alright, so I'm going to knock out that hard clue that we got from Daganeth Rex, and surely he's going to give us some Zamorak D'hide boots. Well, unfortunately, guys, we cannot do this clue. We do have a headband, but we do not have a crozier, however you say that. So we're going to drop it on the ground. Very sad. All right, so the next thing I want to do is get a metric crap ton of molten glass. And in order to do that, we need to get a bunch of buckets of sand. And I used up all my buckets from the last time we did this, so I'm going to go buy a bunch more from the Colomancer chest. And we will just simply swap our left click to buy 50. We'll buy a bunch, we'll open them all, and then we'll just do this like another 100 times. All right, there is 25,000 buckets of sand, which is the most that Drew will store, and our cash stack is looking pretty bad. So, oh, I did not mean to just kill that poor innocent rat. Pretty soon we're going to have to find a way to get more GP, but not right now. All right, so I am now depositing all of my 25,000 buckets with Drew here. So we only actually need about 14,000 buckets of sand in order to get level 82 crafting to corrupt the Bofa. Depending on how I feel, I might go further than that though, because like I said, we're still going to need the glory and all the Zenites, so I just have to get a ton of crafting XP at some point. Alright, so the sandstone grind didn't go too terribly. I mean, it does get pretty boring, and it kind of starts to hurt your hand after a while, but it's not awful. It's definitely better than manually filling them all, so I guess I can't complain. Man, I'm getting some serious FOMO right now watching all these gamers mine the shooting star while I'm just over here by myself mining away at the sandstone. We're currently at about 7,000, so we're making pretty good progress. We're about halfway to having level 82 banked. Like I said, not sure if I'll keep going much further, but yeah, making good progress. All right, so we are about to get level 74 mining. Yes, there it is. And we are going to go ahead and take a break right here. We're at close to 11,000 buckets of sand. And the reason that we're going to do that is because when we go to claim them, that drops us below 100K. The cash stack is looking really, really bad. I'm not too worried about it because I know we're going to get a lot of GP from all the thieving that we're about to have to do to corrupt the BOFA. But for right now, we got to stop there because we can't buy any more. But this does give me a pretty good head start, and I think this should be enough for me to get level 82 in order to corrupt the BOFA. I think I might just have to pick up the buckets of sand when I cast Super Glass Make, but it shouldn't be too bad. So the method again that we use to get all of our molten glass is that we simply take 3 giant seaweed, 18 buckets of sand, and we cast a spell. The reason I do it at this bank is I try and harvest giant seaweed as often as I can. But anyway, we're currently at about 10,000 exactly buckets of sand and almost 5,000 giant seaweed. So we'll see how many molten glass this gets us. Alrighty, so about 600 super glass make casts later, we're out of buckets of sand. We have over 3,000 giant seaweed left, which is a lot. And then we have 18,000 molten glass that we can AFK. And then if we look at the Banked XP plugin here, that shows us that that will get us to level 81 crafting, which is close enough. We need 82 to corrupt the BOFA, but I'll figure out how to get that last level. We're only like 90,000 short. So pretty nice little session there. Before we do anything else, I just can't help myself. I got to go get another Zulrah KC. Kill count number 2. All right, we got manta rays and a palm tree seed. Not bad. Alrighty, so as mentioned before, one of the next things that I need to do is get level 82 smithing so that I can corrupt the BOFA. And again, I'll probably end up just boosting this, but if we take a look here, I've got a little bit of gold ore. I'm going to end up crafting these into dig site pendants and other various things. But then we've got 820 coal and we've got some mithril and adamant ore here. I am going to go ahead and make these into bars because I plan on using them at Giant's Foundry. So our plan right now is that we're going to smelt some bars here at the Giant's Foundry. I'm sorry, at the blast furnace. All right, so this is my last inventory and the last bit of coal that I have here. So let's see what all we got. All right, we're up to 376 gold bars. We got 216 mithril bars, and we got 137 adamant bars. So that'll definitely give us a decent head start at Giant's Foundry. I think we were going to need a total of 40 swords. So where I was going with that is that we're going to end up needing to buy a lot of adamant and mithril plate bodies from the shop in Prif Dennis, most likely. But for right now, we've been training rune crafting because level 65 rune crafting is an Ardougne hard diary requirement. And we started at level 55, and I haven't really added many clips because, what it's there to show, but we are up to level 63 rune crafting, so we have 2 levels left to go. And yeah, then we'll be ready to knock out the Ardougne hard diary. All right, so whenever this great guardian here slams his staff down, we will get level 65 rune crafting. There it is, very nice. And so with that, we are ready to do the Ardougne hard diary. Now, we have 97 searches, and one of the things that I'm actually really hoping for is intricate pouches because they have a 1 in 45 chance at the shield left half. Now, I've opened about 50 of these on my main account, and I've never actually gotten one, so I am kind of due for it between the 2 accounts, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to loot all of our 96 rewards guardian pulls. All right, there's the first intricate pouch. Oh, wow. We just got the abyssal red dye. That is so rare. But sweet. That's pretty sweet. So that's our first, I guess, unique really. And we have about 50 pulls left. All right, looks like we have 3 pulls left. And I'm actually a little disappointed that we only got 1 intricate pouch because we should have expected to get I think 3 in the amount of pulls that we had. But we do have a 1 in 45 chance at the dragon left half. Let's go ahead and open it. Oh My gosh, there's no way. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. That is so sick. That is so freaking sick, dude. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Guardians of the Rift. And for anyone watching who doesn't know why the shield left half is such a big deal, I'm about to show you. I just alked some of my corrupted gauntlet loot because we need 750k. All right, so we trade this guy at the top of the Legends Guild and we buy the shield right half. And I'm actually going to get a Legends Cape too for the Fashion Scape. And now we have to go to West Ardone. Alrighty, so now we just smith this here in West Ardone and says we try to fix the ancient shield. It's seen some heavy action and needs some serious work. All right, and then once we make this, there is the Ardone hard task completed, which is a pretty tough one to get out of the way. So it's a really big deal that I got that from the intricate pouch and didn't have to go kill a bunch of Garoks. And so now we've officially completed the Ardone hard diary and we can claim our reward. Let's see, where's the big one at? There it is, 10% better chance at pickpocketing everywhere, all across Gielinor, and you get unlimited teleports to the farming patch. So this is a very nice one to get out of the way, and it is going to help me a lot when it comes to thieving elves. Okay, I lied. It's only 5 teleports a day, not unlimited, sorry. All right, so one of the next things that I really want to knock out is getting a rune crossbow, because I'm going to need it in order to complete Dragon Slayer 2, which I would like to complete in the near future. So we're going out to Crazy Archaeologist, and we're going to see if we can get the rune crossbow. Okay, we got a fedora. Evidently that's a collection log item, so I guess that's kind of cool. Ooh, Onyx bolt tips. Okay, can I high alch that for quite a bit? Oh, all right, KC number 10, and there it is. Oh ho ho. Actually, that was KC number 11. Very nice. We got the rune crossbow. Wasn't too bad. I mean, it is only a 1 in 25, so it's not like I got super spooned, but like that was half the drop rate, so I'm not complaining. All right, well, time for the thing that I am not excited for. I've got to get at least level 78 smithing. And this brings me to Giant's Foundry, which is really just not my favorite thing to do in the world, but it could be worse. So we got to get level 78 smithing. Jagex, you really need to give us the option to make this smaller on fixed screen, because this thing is just, it takes up a third of the screen. But anyway, this is our 5th sword, and with this hand in, that should give us level 73, I think. Yes, 73 smithing. All right, and this is the last sword that we can do with our current supplies. So we're going to hand that over, and now we're going to have to go get some plate bodies or something. But for anybody wondering, we are getting over 200k XP an hour, so that's actually pretty good. So I am currently alching off the rest of my corrupted gauntlet loot because I just want to make one trip here and buy everything that I need so that I can get 78 smithing. Okay, so now that our cash stack is looking quite a bit healthier, we're over here at the shop in Prifddinas, and we're going to be buying all the mithril plate bodies. Oh, one just respawned. All the adamant plate bodies, and then all the adamant plate legs and plate skirts. It is not the most GP efficient method to do this, but I don't really care that much right now. I just want to get this done. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. All right, back to the Giant's Foundry grind. We have quite a bit of supplies now. That should last us a while, so let's get to it. All right, so with that hand in there, that gets us to level 74, and it takes a second to get the pop-up here, but there's level 74 smithing. 4 levels to go. Dang it, I thought we were going to break a world record for the most giant seaweed in one run ever. We got 73 from the first patch, and then the second one, of course, didn't give us that many, but still 92 in one patch is not bad, and we get the spores back. Look at us. Okay, so we just got level 75 smithing. Okay, and we're getting another level with this hand in. That gets us level 76 smithing, 2 levels to go. So we have just over 6,000 foundry reputation, and I've said it before in a previous episode, but it's always motivating to me to get like the most expensive piece of a set first. Yeah, I could go for the double ammo mold, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to wait and get that if I ever need it. Okay, I know that I'm going to have to do cannonballs eventually, but my thought process is I'm just going to do that when I want to AFK. So does the double ammo mold actually help me any, because it just halves the AFK time? I don't know, people. Comment down below if I'm doing something stupid here, but I got this thing and I'm happy with it. So I got level 77 smithing, and then I ended up getting 1000 XP away from 78. So I just used up a little bit of my final gold ore, and I grabbed level 78 smithing. And so, with that, we met all of our goals for the episode, and now there's nothing left to do but to get to thieving. In the next episode, we will be corrupting the Bofa. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.